Welcome to Seedling Squad, your go-to place for all things plants and gardening. Whether you're a beginner just starting out or a seasoned green thumb, we've got tips, tricks, and tutorials for everyone. Hi, I'm Nicole, and I'm here to help you grow your gardening skills and turn your space into a green paradise. From seed to harvest, let's embark on this gardening journey together. In today's video, we're talking about why your spring garden actually starts in winter. Just a quick note before we begin, there are direct links to all related products in the description below. And if you want even more gardening facts, tips, and how-tos, be sure to visit our website at seedlingsquad.com. All right, let's get started. If I told you that next year's spring garden actually starts in winter, you'd probably think that sounds wrong. Winter feels like the time when everything is dead, frozen, and just waiting. Most people assume gardening starts when the weather warms up, not when it's cold. But here's the thing, a lot of plants don't see winter as a problem at all. In fact, some of them actually depend on it. Today, I want to talk about why winter is secretly one of the best times to start your spring garden, especially if you live somewhere with cold winters. This method is called Winter-Sowing, and once you understand how it works, it really changes the way you think about gardening. Let's start with how seeds work in nature. Seeds are smarter than we give them credit for. They don't just sprout the moment they touch soil and water. They wait. Their job is to survive until conditions are right. Think about a lettuce seed. If it sprouted during a heat wave, it would probably die. If it sprouted during a random warm spell in winter, it would also die. So instead, it stays dormant. It sits quietly until temperature and moisture line up and tell it, now it's safe. That dormancy is the key idea behind winter sowing. When you plant seeds during winter, you're letting them rest in cold soil or containers, just like they would outdoors in nature. They stay asleep through the cold months, and when spring arrives, they wake up on their own. And when they do, they usually grow earlier, stronger, and tougher than seeds started indoors. That part surprises a lot of people. Indoor seedlings are usually pampered. They get perfect temperatures, steady water, and no wind. Then one day, we move them outside, and they struggle. They get shocked by cold nights, sun, and wind. Winter-sown seeds don't have that problem. They've been outside the whole time. They're already used to real weather, so they don't need a long, hardening off process. Now, this method works best in colder climates. If your winters never really get cold, winter sowing may not work as well. You want consistent cold temperatures. Ideally, below about 35 degrees Fahrenheit for a while. Why does that matter? Because if temperatures warm up too early, the seeds might think spring has arrived. They sprout, and then the cold comes back and kills them. The goal is dormancy first, growth later. That's why this method works best in places with real winters. So how do you actually do winter sowing? The most common method uses simple plastic containers like milk jugs or juice jugs. You cut the jug open most of the way, leaving a small hinge at the back. You add soil inside, plant your seeds, close it back up, and leave the cap off. Or you could also use a seed tray if you already have one. That container acts like a mini outdoor shelter. It protects seeds from heavy rain and animals while still exposing them to cold, moisture, and natural light. One important thing here is not to soak the soil when setting it up. Wet soil plus cold temperatures can cause seeds to rot. Slightly damp soil is enough. Often, natural moisture from rain and snow does the job. Once the jug is closed, tape it shut and label it. Trust me, you will forget what you planted where. Then place it outside somewhere safe. Not inside a greenhouse and not anywhere warm, just outdoors, slightly protected from strong wind. And then you wait. Now, not every plant is a good fit for winter sowing. This method works best for cool season crops. Leafy greens do especially well. Lettuce, spinach, kale, arugula, and cabbage are all great options. They enjoy cool weather and can handle light frost once they sprout. Cabbage is a great example because it takes a long time to grow. Winter sowing gives it a head start without needing grow lights or indoor space. Spinach is another plant people worry about transplanting, but it usually does just fine if you're gentle. What you don't want to winter sow in containers like this are warm weather crops. Tomatoes, peppers, and eggplants need warmth and consistent care early on. Those are still best started indoors. There's another winter method that works really well, and that's direct sowing in the ground. Some plants really dislike being transplanted. Root crops are famous for this. Carrots, beets, and parsnips prefer to grow exactly where they're planted. For these, you can plant seeds directly into cold soil during winter. The ground should be cold but not frozen solid. You should still be able to dig into it. Plant them the same way you would in spring, then cover the area with mulch. Straw works really well here. Mulch helps regulate temperature and keeps seeds protected if the soil shifts. Flowers can benefit from this too. Some flowers actually need cold exposure to germinate properly. This is called cold stratification. Instead of using complicated fridge methods, winter sowing does this naturally. Echinacea and delphinium are great examples. Plant them in winter, let them experience the cold, and they'll sprout when they're ready. A common question is where to put winter-sown containers. The answer is simple: outside, but protected. You don't want them sitting in the open, where wind or heavy snow can knock them over. But you also don't want them somewhere warm, like a garage or greenhouse. A spot near a fence or wall usually works well. Grouping containers together helps too. They insulate each other and stay more stable during temperature swings. As winter turns into late winter and early spring, you can start checking on them occasionally. If the soil looks completely dry, you can add a little water. Not a lot, just enough to help things wake up. One day, you'll look inside and see tiny green sprouts. From there, you can open the containers more, allow airflow, and eventually transplant once the seedlings are strong enough. The best part about this method is how much easier spring becomes. Instead of scrambling to start seeds indoors while everything else is busy, you've already done the work. So if you've ever felt overwhelmed by seed starting, or if you don't have space for lights and trays, winter sowing is definitely worth trying. And that's why your spring garden actually starts in winter. Thanks for joining us here on Seedling Squad. If you found this helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss future gardening tips and tutorials. Happy gardening, Seedling Squad!